Alright guys, Stromedy just uploaded and we're going to be getting into that on today's video. Nonetheless, let's drop 5,000 likes for YouTube's fastest news network. And if you haven't followed me already on Instagram and Twitter at RealGodOfCringe, go ahead and do that. And the fact of the matter is, guys, if you're not subscribed with that bell rung, then you are not up to date. Now let's jump right into it. Alright guys, now of course Stromedy just uploaded another video called "If You See This in Front of Your House, Get Out and Run," as he has for a while now. It's just his new style, his new genre of videos. I think he makes some incredible entertainment, and I enjoy watching his videos. I also like picking them apart and letting you guys know behind the scenes. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So this time, he starts out the video by saying, "Oh my gosh, my friend at my house is alerting me that there's a tiny video camera right outside our house. I don't know what it's doing, surveying of some kind. I need to go back. I need to find who's doing this and figure out what's going on," right? So he goes back to his house. He's like, "Oh, why is this always going on? Of course, I didn't intend on filming a video today, but I had to because stuff is always going on in our neighborhood." Well, of course, right? Of course it's staged. Of course he's doing it himself. So he's planted this small little video camera out front. He goes back to his house, like I said. He then pretends as if this camera is moving. And I think this is kind of funny because when he's videotaping the little surveillance camera moving, he's not videoing the entire surveillance camera. In fact, he's cutting off one side of it so that he can manipulate the camera on his own with his own finger on one side, because you can't see it's cut off. The camera's not actually moving, it's not mounted, it has no electronics, it can't move. It has no electronics to rotate it, it can't move like that. So, first of all, it's not moving. Second of all, they go through the house and they think, well, what do we do, guys? Do we call over our coding friend, our computer whiz friend, to see who is actually controlling this camera or what? What's going on? Well, first, let's use our own surveillance camera that we have planted out front of our house in order to see who planted this little camera. So they use their surveillance camera that they already have to see that, of course, it was another masked man. Well, of course, one of their friends dressed up in a mask, has a mask on, so you don't know which friend it is in this video because they take turns being the guy. So you see a guy run up on the porch, has a mask on, like I said, plants the camera, and runs off. It's funny, he's actually hiding as Stromedy and his friends are walking out of the front door. So I thought that was a funny addition, pretty entertaining. So, like I said, they go back in the house, they think, what coding friend or computer whiz friend can figure out who's actually controlling this camera? Well, they thought, well, we know a guy. He's not here with us right now, but the guy with us right now also can probably do a little something. So they hook it up to their laptop, and he doesn't do any whiz stuff, no computer whiz stuff. He literally only pulls up Google Maps, drops a pin, and says, "Oh my golly, it looks like there's the guy." Or, I'm sorry, it looks like it's tracked to this pinpoint. Well, let's fly our drone out to that area and see what's going on. Well, they fly their drone out to that area, and it's funny, they see a little silver car sitting there in a parking lot with a laptop out. Well, first of all, they removed the camera because they had to connect it to the computer to see where the guy was, so there would be no live footage left for anybody to survey or watch. But in the car that they find is a big laptop. Now, it's funny because it's a MacBook Pro. It's like an editing laptop that one of the Stromedy squad members would choose or use when editing their videos. So we know that's from them. And then somehow on the drone they can see what's being shown on the laptop, and they show that it's already recorded footage from the little surveillance camera that was in front of their house. So why would he be reviewing old footage knowing that the camera's gone? He'd rather be trying to run away from the situation in his vehicle, or he would just say mission aborted, shut his laptop down, and go. But instead he's reviewing the old footage, and they actually fly the drone to the other side of the car to get a better view to make sure it's actually their house property's footage. So I thought that was funny. And then they fly the drone back to where they are at the house, and they think, hey, let's go drive over there and find the guy. Well, first of all, the guy would have heard and seen the drone right next to their car filming inside or right inside of his car, filming inside of his car. So that was funny. And then, so they go out to the parking lot where the car is, and they drive. They follow him. They follow him to an intersection where he gets away. They keep following him. They run up to his car. They say, what's going on? What's going on, man? And he continues. And they chase him, and they chase him to another parking lot where he hops out of his car. He runs over and does some really cool parkour moves and stuff. Jumps on top of a building. So that's where Stromedy also does some parkour. Hops up onto a roof and chases the guy as well. Of course, they do this when it's dark so that they can go ahead and end the video. Stromedy's taken some time off. He's been burnt out from YouTube. It's been almost a week since he's uploaded. I don't blame him. He pumps out content every single day, almost every other day, actually. And he helps his other members of his YouTube community under the Prime Capital name, where he makes money, also film these similar genre videos on their channels. So he's very worn out with all this, and I don't blame him. So he decided to go ahead and end the video there because he had the guy, his friend, dressed up. He had him just run on the roof in the nighttime so he could just say, you know what, I lost him. It's dark. And then he just goes and says his whole spiel. Hey, go subscribe to my other friends under Prime Capital. You know, of course, like I said, who he also helps with videos. But of course, if it was real, he'd be freaking out. He'd be calling the authorities, and he wouldn't be just okay with him running off in the middle of the night and not finding him. He'd be freaking out. He wouldn't just be chilling on the top of a roof saying, hey, go subscribe to these channels. So I thought that was funny. Nonetheless, I enjoyed the videos. I love Stromedy. If you love Stromedy, comment below. Comment below what you thought of the video. I appreciate you watching. If you're not subscribed with that bell rung, then you are not up to date. And thank you so much for watching.